My professional identity as a nursery assistant is made up of many different factors, including attending ongoing training, being qualified to Level 5 standard, and working towards my qualification in BA Honours degree. I have also implemented an innovative change into my setting as well as brought my own ideas to the group. All of these are just some of what I've achieved professionally at a young age and form my professional identity. Within the early years sector, people often overlook professional identity. Teachers aren't deemed as professionals until they have gained their qualified teacher status, and a lot of early years practitioners, such as nursery assistants and classroom assistants, aren't deemed as professionals at all and are overlooked and undervalued. Quite often, you will find that nursery assistants and classroom assistants are highly qualified, often to a degree level. I have taken many different training courses and have a wealth of knowledge within their field of work. As a nursery assistant, I provide the children with a curriculum to learn from, meeting many different areas of development, including personal, social and emotional, physical development, language development, early maths, the arts, and the world around us. This curriculum is provided by the Early Years Foundation stage. I also have a number of different policies and procedures to follow within my role, ensuring the overall safety of the children in my care and ensuring child protection. Looking at Article 19 from UNCRC, it states that all children have the right to be protected, and this is part of my job, ensuring the safety of the child and reporting any issues I think there may be outside of nursery. Although my job role is viewed as caring for children, I also educate them and assist their overall development. I believe a large part of my professional identity is made up of being a positive role model for both staff and children. I aim to stay positive and professional in all aspects of work with my colleagues, as well as provide the children with someone fun and caring that they look up to. Within my setting, there has previously been difficulties with unprofessional members of staff, which made it a very difficult and negative place to work. This is why I always aim to be positive and professional within my job, making it a much more positive and happier place to work. Although I mostly work as part of a team within my job alongside teachers, other classroom assistants, and head of department, sometimes I'm required to work independently, and this is also a very important skill to have. I am able to get on with my own work and use my own initiative to get things done without the guidance of a teacher. Working as part of a team is equally as important to provide the children with the best possible care and education. I am required to work as part of a multi-agency team, including alongside educational psychologists, speech and language therapists, and occupational therapists, where I remain professional at all times. This leads me to talk about another factor I have which makes up my professional identity. Although I am not a qualified teacher, I am easily able to take on the role of the teacher when absent. I find myself comfortable leading the classroom and have proven my class management skills in times of absence of the teacher. I am also able to delegate tasks in a polite manner and keep a professional relationship with the other members of staff I work alongside. I have undergone training in safeguarding children, which I renew every 3 years. This keeps me up to date with any changes in legislation in relation to safeguarding children, as well as refreshing my knowledge of everything else I already know. I have also completed a Level 4 award in Leadership and Management, which has formed a good part of my professional identity. This award has allowed me to understand the importance of leadership, as well as improve my knowledge on what it takes to be a successful leader. It also gives me the opportunity to develop practical leadership skills, as well as gain new and valuable leadership qualities. This award has given me increased confidence in assisting children's learning and work, ensuring that they have the best learning experience possible. After a lot of issues regarding mental health and its importance, all staff underwent in-house training regarding mental health and different signs that mean someone may be in need of help. It gave everyone an insight into how important mental health is in both adults and children, and to be respectful and professional towards this at all times. As a professional, I always make myself available at pick-up and drop-off times to speak with parents, informing them what their child has done that day, as well as being open to listen to any queries or concerns they have. I find it important that children's carers and families see me as a professional and feel comfortable speaking to me as a professional. As part of studying my BA Honours degree in Early Childhood Studies, I was given the task of implementing an innovative change in my setting. This is an experience that I have learned a lot from and has definitely played a large role in forming my professional identity. I was able to take the front seat and lead this change with the say-so of the class teacher. Due to an ongoing problem within the nursery, I implemented a pre-writing skills group, which the children took part in once a week. I observed the children before we began this group, during the time the group was running, and after the group had finished. I was able to note significant improvements in all of the children's pre-writing skills, including the use of scissors, tweezers, the grip of a pencil, and the control the children had over their pencil. The results were very positive, and this has resulted in this group being carried out every year with the possibility of specific observations being carried out and sent home to parents so that they can view their child's development. Sometimes factors can hinder my professional identity. Although I have gained a lot of confidence in class management during the teacher's absence, I find that other members of staff are hard to motivate in the absence of the teacher, and this is due to my job title being viewed as unprofessional and also due to my young age. Where I'm the youngest in my workplace, I feel as though this often reflects on how other members of staff treat me professionally. I am more highly qualified than the other classroom assistant, yet on a lower rate of pay, which doesn't reflect my qualifications and the responsibilities I have within the classroom. As I previously mentioned, being provided with in-house training as well as sharing of knowledge from other members of staff who have undergone training is often readily available. It is difficult to access different training courses outside of this, and those with a lesser job title aren't often given the opportunity to attend training courses. I would have to enrol myself onto a training course and pay any necessary funds if I wish to undergo any further training. I was able to complete half of my first aid training on a Saturday outside of working hours, also funded by myself, but then was unable to complete the second half due to being on holidays, and another time was never arranged for me to complete it. I do aspire to move further with my career, and I hope to someday become a primary school teacher, although the opportunities to do this in Northern Ireland are very limited, which therefore means I will have to travel further afield and live in another country for the duration of the course. Another problem I will face if I further my career is the lack of teaching jobs in Northern Ireland. A permanent job is often extremely hard to find, leading to many qualified teachers subbing for a long period of time. Another challenging part of my job is carrying out observations. I am required to carry out set-out observations on 13 children, as well as spontaneous observations covering all 6 areas on the learning I have previously mentioned. This can often be stressful with limited amount of time available to complete these, as well as finding the time to transfer the observations onto the Seesaw app for the parents to view. This can result in staff not interacting with children as much as they should, due to being busy filling out observations on the iPad. I work as part of the nursery team to complete weekly planners for the room. Every month we focus on a different topic and colour. For example, in June the colour is blue and the topic is seaside. This means that within the weekly planner, each area of play, for example, sand, small world, tabletop, art, must all be seaside themed. I'm able to share my ideas on different activities I think would benefit the children as well as keep them interested.